and welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, the Reborn.
My name is Tori, New Year, New Me Thompson.
My name is Tyler, looking for a fix, Matheson.
Ooh, what are you jonesing for there, T?
No, I don't give a fuck, Tyler. We need to start off with the most important question. It's New Year's Eve. We need to figure out what the hell we're going to change. How are we going to better ourselves in the coming year?
You said coming.
Okay, well, that's number one. So New Year's resolution number one. This is just sort of for the whole show. This is more of like an internal company resolution.
Okay.
Not jokes like that. We're going to try and elevate it, and every one is going to be a banger from, in the new year.
That's going to be really tough for us because that would mean we would have to grow as like people and not find poop, fart, cum jokes funny anymore. And that's going to be really difficult.
You can personally find them funny. We just got to keep them out of the content.
Oh, but we can't like them professionally.
Got it. It's like how you have to keep your professional life and your personal life separate. Like, I can't be into anime feet in my professional life, but in my personal life, that shit flies,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Who's your favorite anime feat, Tyler?
Pikachu.
That
I love those furry little things.
a lot of conflicting feelings.
Tyler, when you said that, it gave me pause.
Aw, that's cute.
Okay, no, we can't pause. No, you can't call that a banger. We can't stop coming jokes, but then we can't think puns are funny. We can't do that.
Yeah, because that's just word association with extra steps.
Fuck. All right, well, look, this is all fresh. It's not quite the new year yet, so we still have a little bit of time to work on it, but...
Okay, got it. So, in the new year, how do we feel about jokes about Pikachu's feet? Do we like those or do we not like those?
I'm not hating them, but I think they have to be a bit more tasteful than feet.
Yeah, it can't just be, feet, Baka, look at Pikachu. It has to be once a month.
Do you think you get like when you touch someone after they've been like skidding around on a rug, you get like a little static? Tss. Do you think that happens if you were to lick Pikachu's feet?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that would happen if you touched any point of Pikachu's body.
Okay, freak.
Okay, chill. This is a mythical animal we're talking about here.
I think my New Year's resolution is I need to be
funnier.
I think mentally I'm just in a bad place, and I think I need to get healthier. So that's not my first thought is Pikachu feet.
Was that your resolution last year too?
No, Tyler, hold on. Let me twist that for you, right?
Yeah.
Let me spin you this tale.
Okay.
Get worse.
Ooh.
You want it to get worse.
Because here's what the thing is, right? There's always going to be another year, we think. So get a lot worse, all right? Like what I want to do, I want to mentally decline real bad. I think you should come with me. I'm grabbing you by the arm. We're going down Depression Mountain, all right? Here we go. Down to the very, very bottom. I am going to lose a ton of weight. I'm already a very skinny guy, all right? I want to get sickly where people look at me and go, Jesus, do you need medical attention?
You want the ghoul special where you look like a walking skeleton.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you say skeleton?
Yeah, skeleton. It's a fun way of saying skeleton.
I think Tay's New Year's resolution needs to be speak words better.
No, that's not going to fucking happen, my guy. That's not even like me trying to make a conscious effort of saying words better correctly. It's just me being dumb. That's not fixable.
That's not fixable.
But it's New Year's. Anything is possible when you wish upon a New Year's star. You know how the famous New Year's holiday goes. When the shooting star appears at New Year's, we all bow our heads, pray, and make a wish. And that's how you get better for New Year's. And then if Jesus loves you, the resolution sticks. And if you didn't make his nice list, then your resolution goes terribly. That's how New Year's
So now
works.
you're bringing religion into New Year's now.
Hasn't it always been?
I forget, is New Year's also the holiday where you get to celebrate the new year 8 times in a row?
Depending on how drunk you are, yes.
Oh, okay.
If you can go on a bender, you do get, like, if you can maintain drunk for those 8 days, you can legally celebrate New Year's all 8 of those days.
Yeah, I mean, starting from New Year's Eve until you're sober, that's it.
Okay.
And then if someone asks, like, didn't you make a resolution? You're still within the New Year's Eve grace period because you've been on a bender. So you can say, I'm fucking working on it, dipshit.
And then do you light up a blunt for every night of the 8 nights for the new year?
That's illegal.
Not in some states.
Mixing weed and alcohol would be very it'd be poor judgment. So just maintain the drunk for as long as you can. Just to be responsible.
Don't want to get twisted.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to get twisted.
None of the prophets like puffed ganj, okay?
Are we sure about that?
No, not even a little bit. But I'm going to say it with the confidence that I've studied this subject at length.
Because Moses did see a burning bush.
He was talking about a ginger pussy.
And God spoke from a ginger pussy.
Yeah. Or mine.
Yeah.
Or
Let's call a spade, all right?
We've all seen it. We've all seen God speak through Tori's pubes. It's just something that happens. It's something he can't stop either.
Yeah.
He also God's also kind of a prankster and likes to do it at inappropriate times.
Yeah, he'll be like, we'll be at dinner and he's like, haven't you ever heard of the lawnmower 3.0? And I'm like, shut up, God.
He also does really good impressions. So every so often it'll be like Gilbert Gottfried, Patrick Warburton, just all types of peoples.
God loves to do little pranks on Tori. Like he's at a Subway and then God speaks through Tori's pubes in Tori's voice and says, extra mayo, please. And then they're like, okay. And then by the time Tori can correct them, it's too late. They already put all the extra mayo on the sandwich. He can't stop it. That's simply too much mayo.
They typed it in on the menu, and the person was like, I literally don't know how to change this, so you're gonna get what we give you, piggy boy.
And the other type of Subway that Tori would be on, God pulls this really cool prank where he starts screaming again in Tori's voice, I have a bomb, I have a bomb, I have a bomb.
That's always a really fun
That
one.
one's really funny. I like his
really cool.
his prison pranks. Yeah.
I think for New Year's, I'd like if I can maybe get Joe Biden to say money's not real anymore.
Just the concept. He's like, it's not. This is
not
just
real.
paper now. So would we just go back to like a bartering system?
No, it's everyone's very confused and no one quite knows what to do. So everyone just kind of made up their own fun rules.
But if COVID is anything and how like we reacted to COVID, a deadly pandemic that swept the world, much like those zombie virus movies where, people assumably hold up in shelter and like actually take it seriously. In the real life, we learned that no one takes this shit seriously, or a vast majority of people think it's stupid. So then people will be like, oh, what does that mean? And then they'll just keep using money, even though they know it's not real anymore.
So they just won't. They'll just be like, no, it is.
Yeah. You know how most people are like, this is a deadly disease, dude. We need to take care of it. And there are people who are just like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I think they'll just be, the money is fake deniers, but it's always going to be an issue here.
There's always going to be a conspiracy theorist when it comes to this stuff. That's why I've crafted a backup plan where everyone will listen to Joe Biden if his New Year's resolution is to get buff.
Oh, okay.
I think if Joe Biden tried to lift a weight larger than 50 pounds on like a bench press, his arms would snap and the bar would go straight through his neck and decapitate him.
Yeah, I don't know Biden's milk intake, but I don't think his bones quite have the gusto they once did back when he was a young buck,
Yeah, but can you imagine how funny it would be? Like, I think I'm missing. Shoot, guys. I missed the point of New Year's resolutions. I can't make resolutions for other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really how it goes. You can't walk over to like your friend Greg and be like, Greg, look.
You got to lose
New
some
Year's
weight this
resolution?
New Year's.
You got to stop drinking, bud.
That's not quite how it works.
I thought I could really just change other people's lives. And that would be what if that's my New Year's resolution, though? Is that like a loophole? My New Year's
Okay.
resolution is to control people's lives more.
Okay.
My New Year's resolution is that everything doesn't come back to Tyler having control.
I was gonna say, because like, if we're going by that logic, what you could do is you could make your own New Year's resolution, but use somebody else in that placeholder, like get Joe Biden buff, and then all you have to do is body swap with him, and then it's still your resolution, just in Joe's body.
Okay, that is
Sure,
literally...
you have the Freaky Friday with the President of America.
I was just going to say, that is a fucking Disney Channel original movie. Like, oh, I wished upon the New Year's star, and then I swapped bodies with the president? Now, Tyler's in control of the Oval Office. The White House just got a new resident.
The White House got a little bit whiter.
It just shows me, like... I don't know, what's the whitest shit you could do in the White House? Well,
Eating a bowl of macaroni and cheese.
With ketchup.
This White House got a little bit whiter. I'm eating broccoli and cheese, just hoarding down that shit. Like, I just
God.
fucking love it. Wait, does the White House have neighbors? I'd love to make the White House have neighbors so I could bring them casserole or some shit.
Well, you could. I don't think the neighbors are close, but like technically the closest house would be your neighbor. So it would be funny to see the President of the United States of America taking some tater tot hot dish like 3 miles down the road. Walking, that shit's going to be ice cold by the time it gets there.
Is it
I just moved in down the street. I'm new in town. Or in 2024, hey, I moved back into my old house. It's a real fun time. I brought you this casserole.
Would it be better or worse if instead of bringing it to like a residential home, you brought a tiny like square pan of a tater tot hot dish to the Senate building and expected all of them to share it?
Sure. You brought it with like a stack of those little paper plates, like the little cocktail ones.
Yeah.
And a 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke.
Yeah, it's always the Diet Coke. It's the most unhealthy fucking meal you've ever seen, and a Diet Coke.
Yeah. The the leftists will be all mad and be like, "We've always been a Diet Pepsi nation."
This nation truly is divided. Okay. Now, time to get serious. New Year's resolutions for the show. Now that we've all got New Year's resolutions for ourselves.
Okay.
Did
well,
we? Probably
We didn't,
not.
but let's talk about the show. Let's really hone in on how we can improve Baseless
Fine.
Claims in the coming year.
All right, rapid fire New Year's resolutions, personal ones. I'll start. I want to drink more Mountain Dew.
That sounds fucking gross.
Rapid fire, Tori. What's your New Year's resolution?
I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm perfect. I feel like I'm fucking perfect, but all right, here we go. I'm gonna start getting in fights more.
I'm gonna cosplay inappropriate things.
Like Pikachu.
Yeah, like a sexy Pikachu. I'm gonna do it.
Is this at conventions or just at like?
No, do it at work.
I'm not doing it at work. Are you fucking joking me?
Yeah, if you're walking through a Sam's Club and they're offering you samples, but you're dressed as a sexy Pikachu, I think that's illegal. No, I don't know if you should do that. You're gonna end up in prison. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I just think it's not great.
Well, that's when you. It's only proper and respectful if you offer them a sample of your dirty feet because you've been walking around Sam's Club barefoot.
Oh, okay. That's pretty
There we go.
good.
You could try that.
Yeah.
The worst part about that is you're gonna get a few freaks.
It's perfect. It's like
But anyway,
it's the cost of doing business, you know.
it's part of it. Look, in some there's a sick part of you that really wants that. Now back to the show. All right. How are we gonna make this show better? Because right now, gotta be honest, it's shit. All right. Can
It's
we
a
all
bad
agree?
show.
It's shit.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's a really
horrible
bad
program.
show. Mm-hmm. Maybe one of the worst. You know how like certain sporting events are like really fucking boring, so they have to have like cheerleaders like scantily clad. We could do that,
Ooh, yeah.
but it is a podcast. So we just
So it's got to be someone with an incredibly sexy voice.
No, it's just, it's still cheerleaders, but you can just kind of hear them in the background of the mics sometimes, like doing chants. It's terrible for editing because the audio is
We
just
could really
garbage.
describe them too. We could be like, oh, here comes the pod girls, oh, look at those big bouncy tits. I love those. Ooh, so curvy, Janessa. And it's like a good, like, by the end of the show, we've taken up about 12 minutes of the show doing that. Not all in one go, but like it gets old pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. And then that's what keeps viewers around is the sex appeal. Being described how sexy these cheerleaders are. They're like, I'm so horny for this podcast. Like, this is the horniest podcast because they describe how these cheerleaders look in vivid detail.
Isn't that a storytelling technique where you tell, don't show?
Yeah, every detail gets described.
So just so it over-explain it in like excruciating detail. That's what people like, right?
Yeah, no, certainly the phrase is not show, don't tell, but we could also swap it out month by month where we have pod boys also, like, which it's gonna like just
way
fully
to go,
emasculate
Tori,
me and
and
Tyler.
assume that the cheerleaders were all women. Way to go,
Well,
Tori.
we did
You
say
bigot.
big bouncing
Well, in my
boobs.
example, it was a super hot woman, as everyone could tell.
Yeah, and it is fair to assume in this instance, although not necessarily correct. I'm not. Hey, Tori, how's that hole going? Do you want this shovel to like keep digging or?
Well, I'm just gonna I'll call a spade here. None of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are men, so
it's a shovel. It's
with
not
the
a
world
spade.
Tyler created.
Yeah, I created a better world, a more inclusive and progressive world, Tori, you bigot.
But Tyler, you're not thinking of the dark side of this, as though like you look over at whoever the cheerleader, like the male cheerleader that was sent over, and me and you are gonna see him and be like, "Fuck, look at that hog, god damn it!" And like, how do we be funny when there's a dude with a 12-inch dong staring us in the eyes, going, "Woohoo!"
I'm sorry, it's Mario? It's Mario back there?
he's going, yeah, wah, yahoo!
Woohoo! Yeah, he's triple
And every
jumping.
time he does it, his dick pulses.
Yeah, he triple jumps up to the top of the pyramid that the cheerleaders make. So he doesn't have to like.
Yeah, and then
climb
I'll
up
be
the
triple
backside of
emasculated. I'm not gonna like it.
everybody. Yeah. So are we confirming that Mario has a baby arm for a penis?
It's bigger. It's an adult arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever see Henry Cavill's arms when he was playing Superman? Yeah, it's Henry Cavill's arm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a hog.
Yeah, that's half a hog farm.
You know
To
what?
correct
I would
you.
even go as far as to say that that's a wild boar.
That gave me an idea. How about we do guest stars every week or maybe every month?
fucking week.
Yeah.
Maybe every month.
No, every week. Commit. Nope. Every week. Commit, Tyler.
Every week. And it's always just the cast of wild hogs. So we get Tim Allen.
We get Tim Allen. We got Ray Liotta coming in on here.
We got David Spade.
Oh, fuck. Was David Spade in that film?
I don't know. Hold on. I'll look up the cast list really quick.
What if we did
Hold
a
on.
hard?
Deep. Is there a wiki fandom for wild hogs?
Probably.
Is there fanfic for wild hogs?
Also probably. Could we hard
Yeah.
pivot? Could we hard pivot the show into a political talk show? Do you think? I know people are big on
What
politics
about-
right
okay.
now.
Okay. Yes, and a wild hogs fan cast.
I don't know much about wild hogs, so could we do like the politics of wild hogs in a podcast?
Which is going to be so shitty. It's going to be the shittiest political takes ever. We've all heard Tim Allen. He doesn't got real good. He doesn't got real good things to say these days.
Okay, so we got Tim Allen, Martin Lawrence,
Yep.
John Travolta, William H. Macy, Ray Liotta, and Hot Aunt May.
No shit. Marisa Tomei is in there?
Definitely. And weirdly enough,
Goddamn.
Andrew Skarsgård, he played the motorcycles. God, he is just so flexible behind the camera. He can really play any role.
Okay, here's another New Year's resolution for me is that I do own a copy of Wild Hogs on DVD and I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to throw it right in the trash.
It's a dark ghost haunting your house. It's a fucking plague.
Yeah, every time like people hear the house creak or whatever, I'm like, no, it's It's Ray Liotta. He's in there.
Sorry, that's
making a
my
ruckus.
haunted. That's my haunted DVD copy of Wild Hogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that shit.
You know, the 2007 comedy flick.
Every so often, you'll see like a little shadow like skitter out of your line of sight, and then it'll freak you out, and you'll be like, "Oh, it's just I'm relieved that I know that it's just wild hogs being acting all
Yeah.
all of
Late at night, I hear in the distance, and I'm like, fuck, Tim, stop this, please. What do I have to do?
Okay. So we get guest stars. That's good.
Yeah,
Specifically, the cast of Wild Hogs
specifically the cast
from
of
the
Wild Hogs, yeah.
2007 comedy flick Wild Hogs.
I don't think a lot of them are doing too much right now anyway.
No, not a fucking chance in hell. Maybe William H. Macy, but no one else.
Or hot Aunt May.
Well, Aunt May's kind of wrapped up in Marvel Universe, so I don't know. She might not be willing to go because she's getting a good enough paycheck already.
Exactly, yeah. What if every episode we had a small segment where we document our research into doxing Joe Rogan?
Everyone already knows where he is. He's basically like, come and get me.
Right, but should we have a segment of the show where we like detail a plan on how to usurp him as the #1 podcast?
I think the only way to do that is to beat him in the octagon, and unfortunately, none of us can do that because, I hate to say it, he is really ripped. His home security system is just himself chained up by the neck outside like he's a bulldog. And when people come by, he runs to the end and pulls the chain tight, and he's like, "What, you want this? Come get this."
Okay. I got a good way to spice up the podcast.
Such a funny fucking visual.
It actually fits in really well with what you just said and what Tay's idea was. For the beginning and throughout the duration of the podcast, we have Bruce Buffer announcing it, and we have Mario Yamasaki doing refereeing.
We're basically just the UFC.
Yeah, we're doing like UFC. It's not UFC related, but we do have an announcer and a referee. So we don't say our own names anymore. We get like a
Ooh,
cool
I like
intro from Bruce Buffer, like, in this corner, fighting at 100 pounds even, wet, wearing fully wet clothes, Tori Thompson. And then the cheerleaders go, and then we have Joe Rogan kind of being like, wow, look at him in there. He's an animal. He's a goddamn animal of podcasting.
But then I can't be that funny because I'm so like shriveled and sickly from my weight loss journey.
Yeah,
Well,
Bruce Buffer's
you
going
will
to need
be-
to update it.
You will be funny, just not with like your words.
No, well, because I'm also going to be like going deep into depression. So like mentally, it's going to be a rough
Yeah,
time.
you're gonna be like that sad clown that everyone laughs at.
Yeah, like Tyler's gonna try and make a goof about if you lick Pikachu's feet, does it shock you? And I'm gonna be like, I hope it's strong enough to kill me.
I haven't had a carbohydrate in 6 months.
Yeah. And like you can't yes and that. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
What do you guys think of this funny idea? Today I thought about jumping off a bridge. I looked at it. I wanted to time it where I would get run over by a twin mech truck.
Whoa, Tori. I know my mom always asked if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? But I never thought it'd be a reality.
But then that's why we have Mario Yamasaki to break that up. Like, no. Oh, back. And like to break up topics. So like we have a podcast referee.
For Tay, that's gonna be a real winning thing. Because if me and Tyler go, we give each other that look and we go, you want to ruin Tay's day right now? And the other person goes, yeah. Then you're going to have a referee that's in there like, get off, you know,
That'd be
pulling us back.
so
Or when
fucking
you two
nice.
get mean about those dolls that shall not be named that people keep getting me.
What?
You know, the ones with the big heads.
Oh, what are you talking about?
We don't need to get into it. How else do we punch up the show?
What if we had a podcast? What if we okay.
What if we had a podcast?
What if we suddenly, randomly, no explanation, hard pivoted this show into a murder podcast?
That's hot right now. Get into true crime. Wait. a true crime podcast where we talk about crimes that have happened, or a podcast where we commit the murders live on the air?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, I don't think he specified for a reason.
I'm so glad you had that thought, Tori, because I was about to tell you, no, Tori. We're not solving murders. We're committing them for the other podcasters to solve.
Oh, okay.
And it's like an ARG then, because people can listen in. Like, Tyler, look, I know you're great at audio, so it's going to be crisp and clean sounding. People are going to be able to tell from the ambience, like, oh, I hear a loon. That must be in the Midwest, you know, like, or they're going to hear a certain echo, and they're like, oh, that's only an echo you can get in the canyons. They must be in Arizona.
Yeah, we're going to leave little auditory clues so then the other better podcasts can solve the murders that we do. But then I do want to assure everyone, this isn't like a fake like storytelling podcast. This is real murders happening.
Mm-hmm. One of the auditory clues that we don't edit out is just like the victim in the background screaming out like, "Oh my God, I'm in some sort of warehouse and I'm bleeding." But it's real muffled and quiet like.
Why are they podcasting?
This episode brought to you by Manscaped, I guess. They have a gun to my head. I have to read what's on this card.
Read the ad read. Do it. Read the ad read.
The Lawnmower 4.0 is really good. It's
How
super
good is it?
good.
How good is it?
It shaves your
Give a
jingle
testimonial.
balls.
Give a testimonial.
They used it on my eyelids, and it feels great.
It took them right off.
With their no snip plastic blades. It ensured that I didn't get nipped once.
And their ball deodorant really packs
It's a crop
punch.
preserver. It's a crop preserver.
The crop preserver really works wonders on the eyeballs. It doesn't feel great, but I'm sure it smells good for your gooch.
And then at the end, we do kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do have a whole outro. We do try and do that uncomfortable thing where Murder Podcast will try and string in some comedy throughout. And it's really uncomfortable because they're talking about like a dead family of 5 and they're trying to make goofs. And it's like, is this really what you want to do? Really?
Okay.
I don't know, Tyler. Have you heard my favorite murder? It's pretty fucking funny.
Here's what we do. We cover the murder, like the one that we do. But the whole time, we add goofy cartoon sound effects.
Every time you hit him with a hammer, it's like...
And then like, uh-oh, he's getting away.
and like when they fall over...
And then like crashing pans for when they fall.
But we have to throw in like one real gunshot.
I think that would get us to the top of the charts real quick.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because then
Well,
all
we're
the
immortalized then because there's so many true crime podcasts that they're all going to cover our podcast. And then like, boom,
Exactly.
number
Yeah,
one, baby.
exactly.
we get the other podcasts to work for us. It's passive income, Tori.
Yeah,
Go to
it's
a
a-
fucking economics class, you idiot.
See, all of their profits get funneled up to the next level of true crime documentaries and stuff, and then up another rung to like middle management, and then to us.
Yeah, like because Netflix is going to get in on a docuseries, so like, I think we'll be doing fine. It's going to be a moral line that the companies have to cross, but like, if our listeners do purchase a lot, like we're gonna. Get
I
some
will
good ads.
rain legal hellfire on Netflix if they don't keep the cartoon sound effects while we do the murder in the documentaries.
It's
kind
great
of
look.
It's kind of the main thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like integral to like the DNA of the show. And they're like, it's really graphic. Like the footage you sent us is really, we do some Zodiac shit where we send Netflix some footage, like distorted voices and everything, even though we use our normal voices in the podcast. So like the police could arrest us at any moment. We still open with our full fucking names.
We're basically just Nightcrawler if you gave them another 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. They could stop us, but look, all the police unions, they love that show. They're like, oh my God, Baseless Claims, that's my favorite murder podcast.
Oh, we're keeping the name. I see. Okay, great. It literally is just a hard pivot. Same show art, same everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Same intro music, same everything. It's just we hard pivot into like once the do, 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 boom, boom. And then, oh, wait, that's the old music. What's the fuck? What the fuck?
That's a really old one. You made the new one, Tyler. You didn't even make the old one.
I don't even know what it sounds like, to be honest. But yeah, and then once that's over, then it's just like, all right, we're driving in downtown San Francisco today, and we're going to pick a random person to murder.
That's a really bad way to start it. Here's where we're located.
Well, it's the clues. It's like little clues because we got to like A/B test it first. We got to see how good the murder podcasts are at catching us before. And then at the end of the year, we all do like a little round table where they're all like, oh, you know what one really got me was the Winnipeg murder. I just could not figure that one out. And we're like, yeah, it was a really hard one, wasn't it?
The only thing is we have to do this on international waters so that we don't get like, arrested.
No, they're not gonna. I told you, we got a fucking like airtight defense because all of the justice system loves our podcast.
Oh, okay. So
we don't have to do it on international waters. The concept of podcasting while committing a crime already puts you in international waters. So if you are podcasting, all crime is legal.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. And then that'd be a really good progression too, because by like episode 100 or something, there'd probably be some dipshit politician being like, "This has got to stop. There's corruption in our system for letting this podcast keeping on doing what they're doing."
Hold
and
on,
then
we're calling that bullshit, Tay?
Yes, listen, because then we kill him for our 100th episode.
Holy shit!
I just. As a goof concept, it was great until it was brought to like someone being like, this is unjust. We need to stop it. And we're like, oh my God, get a life.
Loser.
Well, yeah, because the entire justice system is on our side. So he's just trying to like fight through all the legal loopholes that he can to get to the Supreme Court justices and be like, look, guys, this is really bad. And I can prove it without a shadow of a doubt. And they're like, but we really like that show. And he's like, I know, but I have to prove it. And you have to be okay with that. So then we just kill him.
Did you know? Here's how they get it completely outlawed. Did you know there's a woman in this podcast? Oh my God. End it.
And she's trans.
It's illegal. It's completely illegal. It's fully illegal.
Yeah, we're getting shut down on that one. It'll be very profitable for a few years, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And then we can all get like our reality TV shows based off of that. Like we can all do like separate reality TV shows like, I don't know, Trying Times with Tori. And it's just Tori looking very pale, thin, decrepit.
I'm still, I kept my resolution. I am just, at this point, I'm about 62 pounds.
With shoes on.
When I take a step, you can see my bones bend.
You don't leave a footprint.
He's adapted himself so good at the art of podcast murder. Yeah. How can they arrest us? There isn't a crime happening. Like you murdered them. It was a podcast murder.
Mm-hmm. You can't prove that it was real.
Unless you find the body.
If there is one. Unless.
Did you stab that guy? Yes, and?
Come on, work with me here. We're doing a goof right now. Yes, I stabbed him. Yes, and you listened and you thought it was funny.
I stabbed him and I stabbed him again and again and again.
Look, this is really awkward, officer, but would you mind going and leaving a star rating on iTunes? It's like a big help to the show, actually.
Why do you think they didn't arrest OJ? Why do you think he was found not guilty? It's because they all loved the entertainment of him driving away in his white Bronco. They all loved that shit.
Fast on and off the field.
So Do we have to get our own white Broncos for this podcast? Because that's an upfront cost that we're gonna have to calculate.
Yeah, it'll be worth it though. And also, like, I think we can all agree that the new Broncos are pretty fucking sick.
You can take the roof off of it.
Yeah,
You
so
can
it's
take
pretty
the
rad.
roof off of it.
You can
It's
take the
not
roof off of the
convertible.
Jeep Wrangler.
No, it's not a convertible. You can take the hard roof off of it.
Yeah, you can do that with a Jeep too.
I don't think so. I don't think that's right. And I'm just
That's
going to believe
literally what Jeeps are known for.
that. I disagree.
Tyler, I want to be on your side, but New Year's resolution: learn more about Jeeps.
Yeah. I guess I got to get really into
Actually,
those. into those
Tori,
vehicles.
here's a little tidbit of information to start your Jeep journey. Jeeps is incorrect. Jeep is already a plural of itself, like moose.
Or goop.
Tay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Please do.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
all right.
I guess we know who our first victim is in Baseless Claims 2022.
Oh my god, what a way to start it is they fucking killed their co-host.
We killed a host. And then it's like, okay, I think it might backfire though, because we'd be like, okay, try and find us. What did we do? And everyone's just like, I don't really give a shit, honestly.
Oof. Owie. Oof. Ouch.
That's where we need Mario Yamasaki to referee this podcast. He'd be like,
Yeah,
unnecessary.
I want you to note, Tay, that I did not get a hand on that ball. All right,
Yeah, that's
I was
fair.
like, I'm out.
You thought about touching that ball though. You thought about after I
about
dunked
touching
it.
but then I was like, this is too. That's not funny. It's just mean.
Just wait till you hear from like the radical leftists who hear that this inclusive podcast killed off their only diversity hire.
Well, I think we're gonna lose a lot of them with the murder anyway.
I don't know. I mean, like a lot of the radical left like to sit at home and watch murder documentaries.
Why are you saying radical left like you're a youth pastor? Like you're a right-wing youth pastor. Why are you saying, the radical left? You're putting a lot of stank on that.
Well, yeah, because it's the radical left.
Yeah, the radical left, the ones who think rent is a little high.
How will our landlord survive, Tori?
Yeah.
They're basically eating crumbs. They're eating $1,900 a month crumbs.
I used to have $5,000 in passive income per month. Now I only have $4,000.
I can barely make do with all of my car payments on my expensive cars and my home.
I was just gonna buy a new property, and now I can't quite afford the down payment.
No, I can actually still afford it. I just don't want to lose that money. Sure, I would still be making net gains, but it's just kind of annoying that I have to sign like, oh, I promise I'll do equal tenants in this apartment.
Ugh, I'm so pissed off. I need to go relax. Hey, honey, pull up the Tony Robbins videos.
Honey, let's go take the boat out. I need a day on the water to relax.
No, not that boat. The other boat.
Not the pontoon. I'm gonna go fast.
No. The red speed boat. I know we have a lot of boats.
But we may have to get rid of one of them.
What do you mean that one's at the Florida house?
Do you think we need a jet?
Excuse me?
If Joel Osteen needs a jet for priestly duties, do you think we could convince people to get us a jet for podcasting duties?
It does bring joy to the world. It would spread our kind of own personal brand of evangelism.
And also, we could do a radio show from the plane and call it Live in the Air.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
oh, okay. I like that just for the fucking. Okay, has anyone done that? I need that. That's a show name now.
Podcasted from a plane?
Yeah. Has anyone?
It depends on how
Is that someone's whole shtick?
It might be, but also, like, the problem with that is that, like, you have to have a rock solid internet connection, right? And I know you can get Wi-Fi on a plane, but is that Wi-Fi good enough to, like, live stream something?
Well, we can just podcast. It doesn't have to be live.
If it's a private, but
like, if it was live, it would be that much better, you know?
it would be a little bit cooler. Like, if it's a private jet, you can probably get some sick hookups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
It's not Delta shit that you pay like $17.99 for, and it's like you can almost use the internet.
Yeah, and like when you have your own jet, like the FAA doesn't really give a shit what you do. They're just like, go have fun. Just don't crash it.
Oh yeah, give me one example of someone who used a plane and got away with a lot of stuff.
One example, one singular example. I bet you can.
Single example of someone who got away with anything on a plane.
I once took 2 sodas instead of 1.
That's a much more tame example than I was expecting.
Also, definitely lots of drug smuggling.
I mean, alternatively, you could have gone with Epstein, but
a lot of bad shit happens on private jets. I don't think there's a singular good thing that happens on private jets.
Well, it's because it's like the Hitler mustache. One guy ruined it for everyone. Now it's not cool to have sex in your private jet anymore, all right? What if I wanted the little mustache? Can't do it. Thanks, Adolf.
Michael Jordan tried. Even MJ, height of his fame, couldn't correct it. It was doomed.
That'd be a fucking bizarre pivot in someone's career. If they were just like, I'm going to be a trendsetter and try new things. I'm bringing back the Hitler stash to cleanse it of its negative connotations.
That's literally what Michael Jordan did.
Why?
And it didn't fucking work.
That's horrible.
If Michael Jordan, coming off of
when you said MJ, I thought you were talking about Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That dude had a fake face. I don't think he could grow facial hair from it.
Do you think Chris Pratt could be the one to pull it off? Not because we like him or anything. We all hate him.
No, I
on
think
the
it would
show.
further feed into the hate for Chris Pratt.
Right,
I
but
don't think anyone-
America still loves Chris Pratt for some fucking reason.
I think if the most likable if Jim Carrey did a Hitler mustache, everyone would still be like, that's a Hitler mustache.
Well, he is doing Robotnik stash, so that's already kind of
he's already appropriating evil mustaches. Jim Carrey is going to go on a fucking tour de force of appropriating evil mustaches. He's got Robotnik and Hitler is next. You don't look at either of those mustaches and think, that's a good dude.
No, I don't think he's going to go straight from Robotnik to Hitler. I think there's going to be some steps in between, and Hitler's going to be like the coup de grace. So you got like the twirly handlebar mustache.
He already did that the first movie.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Now he's got the big, long, bushy one.
Mm-hmm. So all that's going to happen is he's going to keep cutting it inward shorter and shorter until there is nothing left but the Hitler mustache.
A little square.
Has he done a fat Stalin guy yet?
Yeah, but Stalin was kind of hot.
No, fucking no, bad. If I had a water bottle, I'd spritz you.
What? Stalin was objectively hot.
Hello?
Yes. Joseph Stalin.
Oh, you're
was
talking
fucking
about the
hot.
picture of young Stalin.
Yeah, young Stalin maybe, I guess, but like
Even
we probably
older, it's
shouldn't-
like there's an energy about
Okay,
him.
what the fuck is happening right now?
No, like
Even older Stalin, there's an energy of like, that's a hot dad.
No. He jailed his own son and left him to
New
die.
Year's resolution, Tyler. Stop dying on dumb hills.
I'm not saying anything
idolizing
morally.
fucking monsters.
I'm not saying anything morally. I'm saying, yeah, he was a pretty good looking dude. I'm not saying Joseph Stalin was hot, and I am 1,000,000% on board with every decision ever made.
And now we have the clean audio. Got him.
Oh, it's going to be a fun edit.
Maybe New Year's resolution, we as a podcast get couples therapy.
That would be helpful.
I think the route of murdering Tay is still the best option as opposed to the couples therapy.
It's definitely more
like I feel like that would
efficient.
solve. Yeah, it's more efficient if we just killed Tay.
Tay's like, yeah, dying does seem preferable to talking to Tyler more.
If honestly, it's the most efficient route.
Because it's just one action, you just go whack and it's done. With therapy, you have to go to like multiple sessions and like work on feelings.
I
and
don't really
shit.
even want to work on it.
Yeah. Wait.
Tay, it's also not going to be easy because we would spank you to death.
Ooh.
Yeah, it might be fun once or twice,
No, it'll be fun the whole way down.
but you didn't hear me. We're not going to spank you because
We're
you've
gonna
been
spank
a
you to
naughty girl.
death.
We're going to spank you to death.
And
I don't think there is a yes and. I think death is so definitive that it's just over. Like there's no further like, oh, we're going to spank you to death and tickle your toes. It's like, no, you're dead.
do it, pussy.
I don't think you have grasped the concept of being
I don't think-
spanked on the bottom until you die.
Fine. Do it.
Tay, hold on, Tori, I think this is a learning moment. Tay, do you understand the concept of death?
If I don't believe in it, I'm immortal.
Where do you think all of your old pets are?
The farm.
Big farm? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I think 2022 resolution, we got to teach Tay how death works. Because I don't think she fully grasps the concept.
How many swats to the bottom do you think it takes to kill a person? And at what power?
A very
The world may never know.
Yeah. A very kinky Tootsie Roll owl could maybe answer this question. He's like wearing a ball gag and he's like, oh,
Rough. See, the thing is, I don't know. We're not going to that bit. I was no, we're not doing that. Okay.
Can we fucking murder this podcast?
We can in a little bit. I want to torture it a little bit before we go out
Okay.
with silence.
Ugh, that is podcast torture. You're right. Because
It
right now
is.
I want to die.
Just dead air.
I'm not worried because I have total control.
No, that's right. You're just cutting these. But anyway, let's put a big funny bullet in this podcast's head. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for this hour. Really was a great time. You know, if you wanna let us know how much fun you had, leave us a comment down below or wherever you are listening to this show. Really helps the algorithm out if you also leave a like, favorite, comment, and or review. It helps us beat those algorithms that would otherwise keep us down.
Why don't you leave a comment or review letting us know what you think we should do more and or less of in this podcast in the new year? Will we listen to it? I don't fucking know. If it's good, maybe. But you could also go over to youtube.com/shapelessmedia, the YouTube channel that corresponds with this podcast, and check out a video. You're bound to find something you like.
And if you're also looking to maybe rev up your podcast for the new year, well, boy, do I have a great product for you. They're called Pod Decks, and they're going to give you great suggestions for how to reinvigorate for a new year of podcasting. We don't judge the New Year's based on the calendar anymore. We judge it based on when that podcast ticker rolls over. The view count resets for the year. So, Pod Decks, go buy them. 10% off your first order if you use code SWORDWATCH at checkout. And boy, I got such great cards for you in store right now. Let me pick one. Would you kill Tay? Kill Tay. There's got to be a better one in here.
Mm-hmm.
For the next podcast, kill Tay.
Tyler,
This is really weirdly specific.
Tyler, that's not a pod
That's a
deck.
new
That's
deck.
that's not a pod deck. That's just a stack of index cards.
Kill Tay.
Yeah, those were written in Sharpie.
What's the funniest way you could kill Tay? No, not that one.
Probably spanking to death.
Would you rather eat 50 cockroaches or kill Tay? Okay, well,
That's a no-brainer.
okay. Hold on. Let me try another deck.
Probably should have used the kill Tay deck. That's a dumb move.
What if you killed Tay?
You know what,
I think
Tyler?
I got a bunk deck.
Yeah,
Tori, do you have a better card?
I think you got a factory duplicate. Here, let me dig through mine really quick here and see if I can find.
I didn't know we all. Oh, sure, great.
Yeah. What if you died in a?
It's a
probably
good
not
topic.
that
Hold
one.
on, hold on. Maybe we should use that one.
I don't think we need
Okay.
to.
You're looking at the Baseless Claims deck. You probably shouldn't.
Yeah, let me pull another
We've
one.
kind of
here.
already done
Let-
that.
Wait,
let me
hold
pull-
on. Can we get a
Sure,
sponsorship with them to do what, things we've talked about? Can we get a Baseless Claims deck?
That'd be
Like
fucking
the
sick.
best of.
Hold on, let me pull another card here. What do you think Pikachu's feet taste like?
Okay. Let me check out my deck now, okay? Look, we've already covered all those topics today. Let me just see what we got here. This one will work. You guys ready for the pod deck last laugh?
Yep.
Have you ever
Killed Tay.
wanted to kill
Stop.
Tay? Oh, shit.
What the
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Pull another one.
Sorry. Just Have you ever let someone take the blame for something you did? What happened?
I haven't yet, but Tay, I'm going to take you on just the nicest dinner date. And then afterwards, we're going to go to a movie and I'm going to put a big fat whoopee cushion on your chair. And then it's just going to rip the loudest fart. And I am going to alert everyone in the theater, hey, this girl just farted.
So you're telling me, Tyler, never in your waking life have you ever blamed a fart on a crowd, even by omission?
I take pride in my work.